Okay. Okay. Oh, so when you hover around it, okay. So when you click on it, what color does it turn to? I can't remember what I gave you yesterday.
You said that we should do number one, put a border that is 1 px solid and color green around the paragraph.
Yes.
Number two, select your A elements and give it a color of red and a color of blue when you hover on it.
Okay. I guess that's what I said. All right. So let me see your VS Code. This is right. Let me see your VS Code. Okay. Scroll up. Let me see. Scroll up now. All right. I can see it. All right. Very good. So let me see Oreolua. Let me see. Okay. So hover around it. Let me see. Put your cursor on it. Okay. Nice. All right. So let me see your VS Code. You see, this wait, all right, hold on. This is what I was saying yesterday. Let me take over your system. I said when you are writing your code, write everything inside your body. Or we've been through this before. This is supposed to be inside here. Why is it outside? And this style is supposed to be in the head element. Let me do this correction. So next time, your style. All right, can you hear me? All right. Am I on this? All right, can you hear me? Wait.
Yes, okay.
So I talked about this yesterday. Let me take over your system again. I thought I was mute. Hold on. Okay, thank you. So this is wrong. This is what I was saying yesterday, that you should write your code in your body. All right. So next time you see this your style, look at where I'm going to put it. So next time you know where to put it. Oh, sorry, I copied it too much. So I want to start from your head element, from your style. Olaluwa, how are you? Welcome.
Fine.
All right. So, all right, are you seeing it? I'm going to cut this now. I'm going to cut it. So next time, this is where your style is going to start from. You can start from under this document here. All right. This title document, you can start from here. What's going on? Is your laptop lagging? Looks like your laptop is lagging. Hold on. So maybe it's me. Okay. Let me try again. Okay. So are you seeing where I'm placing it right now? So that you don't make this mistake again. Oh, did I move away from there? What did I do now? Oh, all right, what happened? Okay. So you guys are going to have to open a new folder for me because this is so much. But all right, can you see where I'm placing it now?
Yes, ma'am.
Can you see it? You can start from
Yes.
under this title document. Just make sure you are doing it inside the head element. You see, this is the closing tag for the head. This is the opening tag for the head. So you can put it anywhere around here. Just make sure it is inside the head element. That is for your CSS, all right? Or your styling. So can you scroll down, please? Can you scroll down? All right, stop. Okay, so please hold on. Give me a moment. Sorry, hold on. Give me a moment. This is it. All right. Can you hear me? Did I
Yes,
mute
ma'am.
myself? All right, you can hear me. All right, fine. So now for your code, you see, it is supposed to be in between this body. I told you yesterday that when you're writing, all your code must be inside this your body. That's why this one was here because I copied it for you. So I'm going to delete this now, and also delete this. And also delete this. Okay. So no, this shouldn't be here too. So everything you want to write is inside that body. You don't need more than one HTML. Okay. So let me take this.
Okay.
So hold on, I'm trying to copy it. Oh my God. I hope it stays. Okay. Your computer is lagging, alright. So alright, please don't make this mistake again because you're not a newbie. If it's Olaoluwa that is making this mistake, I will understand, but we've been doing this for a while. Okay. Do you see where I placed it? Do you see where I placed it now? In between the body tag, you can see the body opening tag. You can see the body closing tag. All right.
Okay.
All right, fine. You can stop sharing. Thank you. Make sure you save it.
Okay. Yes, ma'am.
All right, so let me see yours. So I need to share your screen. You did exactly what in your is your own like this. I didn't see your own like this. So in your
Ma, I did not do my own like that. They are the
so why
ones
did
that.
you? So why didn't you? You didn't even bother to check. I give up. No problem. Olaoluwa, Olaoluwa, can you hear me?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. So next time when you want to write your styling, you can see the opening element for. Let me take over your system. Just hold on, please accept so I can edit it. Just accept the prompts that you see. Thank you. All right. So next time when you want to write your style, you can see the closing tag for the head here, right? Oh my God, stop. Oh, I made a mistake. Okay, so I'm just going to undo. So let me just undo it. All right, so it's done. So you can see this. Can you see the screen? Are you looking at the screen? Olaolu, I need response, please. You're mute if you're talking. Ola?
I think she needs to control the mouse so that you are mute.
Also, help him. Okay, he's on now. Ola, can you talk now? I see you've unmuted. Can you talk?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, so don't mute it till I'm
Yes,
done. So can you see this head? Can you see this closing head? This closing head element here. You can see the opening one here, right?
Yes.
And you can see the closing, Abby. So next time, if you want to write your style should be in between here. It can be anywhere here. You can decide to put it on the first line, second. Just make sure it is in between here. Do you understand? Let me show you what I mean. But do you understand what I'm saying?
Yes.
Can you scroll down, please? Because scrolling down is hard. Can you scroll down a little? All right, that's okay. Thank you. So I'm going to remove your styling. I know it's already I taught you like this, so. Okay, so let me cut it. So now scroll up to your head elements. All right. So you can put it under here, under the document title. Oh, sorry. Okay. So Olaolu, are you seeing what I'm doing? Are you seeing where I'm placing it?
Yes, ma'am.
Is your laptop lagging too? So you see where it is. Next time, this is where it should be. All right. So scroll down. So because I copied it to you, copied it for you from my own, that's why you're having this body element here. So it is supposed to be in between your body. You can see the opening tag of your body. You can see the closing tag of your body. So next time, apart from your CSS or your styling goes in your head element and all your other codes go in your body. Do you understand?
Yes,
Don't write next time. Why did you write your? Can you scroll down rather? There's a mistake in your why did you put a space in your address in your link, Olaoluwa? Ola?
Yes, ma'am.
I said you should scroll down. Scroll down now.
Ma'am, I'm scrolling down.
Okay, so I can't see anything from my end. Okay, Ini, you know what? Ola, you can stop sharing. Ini, no, let me leave it to Ore. Ore, you know what you will do for me? Ore?
No.
Okay, you can see the mistake he made in his own. Yeah, you can see the mistake in your brother's code. There's a mistake in his link, the YouTube link, and there is a mistake in his in where he puts his code. So by the next class, I want to see the corrected version. You're going to do that correction with him, okay? And if they don't get it, I'll hold you responsible.
Okay.
All right. So if you don't know it, let Ini tell you because you see, Ini knows it. All right. Okay, I didn't see the browser. Can I see the browser? Does it have the border around it? Let me see the browser.
Yes.
Okay. The browser, I want to see the browser. Okay, so please next time before you come to class, make sure your assignment is open so that we'll not spend time doing what Olaoluwa is doing right now. Is somebody helping you, Ola? Okay.
Yes, I'm helping you.
Okay. Okay. Okay, so I can see the borders around it. All right, thank you. You can stop sharing now. So very good. At least you understood what I taught in class yesterday. Very good. All right, you can stop sharing. So today we're going to talk about margins and padding. All right, so let me know if you can see my screen. Can you see my screen?
Yes.
You can see my
Yes, I
screen.
can
All
see your
right,
screen.
good. So
Yes, I can see your screen.
hold on. I'm looking for the border and sorry. So let me search for it. I can't find it there. We're going to learn about margins and padding today, and also website layout. Okay. Oh my God. What's okay? Hold on. Sorry. Margin and all right. I found what I'm looking for. So what exactly is a margin? The margin property sets the margin for an element. Okay. I would explain all this right now. Let me go to the demo. So margin is just basically the space around an element. All right. Let me explain. You can see my screen, right?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so this is not going to work like this. Okay, let me use something else. Let me use the assignment I gave you to explain. Okay. So I'm going to copy it from my VS Code. Oh, my VS Code is not open. Okay, Inyoluwa, can you copy your assignment into the chat box? Let me copy it here so that you guys will understand better. Can you do that?
Okay.
All right, I'll be waiting because my VS Code is going to take a while to load. So copy the style separately, you send it, and then you copy your HTML and you send it as well. Because if you copy it now once, it won't go. No, we'll do website layout next week. We're going to talk about it. Okay. Oh my God. Why did they have to do that to me? Hold on. Thank you. So now you need to send the what's it called? The HTML code.
Ma, is it the HTML and the links?
Yes, the HTML
Okay.
and the links. Yeah. Okay. It's cool. Anyway, the one we're waiting for.
I've sent everything.
Thank you. So let me copying it now is going to be the challenge, but I'll see what I can do. Okay. So your assignment for this week, you guys are going to find reference websites that we can recreate. Okay. Don't go and look at the website very well and be sure that it's something that you can do. If you go and bring what to give you a lot of work, you will build it. So let me see. Okay, so now this is how it looks like on our website, right? I think I still even have EX here, if I'm not mistaken. Yes, I still have it here. But this is how it looks on our website, right?
Yes. Yes.
Okay, I've missed the page. I don't know what page it is anymore. Okay, yes. So this is how it is. Now, sometimes, what if you want this is the entire website. Let me zoom in. All right. Yep. Oh, hold on. So I'm trying to zoom in so you can see it very well. Now it's going to appear like this on your website. It's starting at the very top. Now, what if you want it to start at the middle? What do? You create a space around it to bring it to the middle, right? You put a space on top, right?
Yes.
You might decide you want to use BR and press a lot of BR to put it in the middle, right?
Yes. Yes.
But the problem is that if you put a space around the top here, maybe you type BR. What if you want to put a space on the left side or on the right side? How do you now do that? It's going to be very hard. So what we use something called margin. You use margin to put a space around. You can put a space on top. You can put a space at the side. You can put a space under. All right. So let me show you. Let me show you what I mean.
So I don't get anything. I don't tell me anything. So now what I use is say whether.
Just hold on. All right. So this is your code. So what you want to do is this is the entire body. Now, if I wanted to put a margin, maybe if I wanted to do it around this H1 and this H2, right? Okay. So maybe you wanted to put it around this border, you want to put it in the middle, right? So what you would do is that this is your paragraph here, right? So you select your paragraph just like you selected it here. So now you're going to type margin. Hold on, let me see. 120 px, 50 px. So hold on, I'm going to explain this. I'm just trying something. Okay. So let me start that again so you see what I did. So remember I said I want to put a space on top here and I want to put a space at the side here. I want you to come to the middle. Now, the property, the elements we use, or should I say, is it called an element? No, the property we use is called a margin, all right? So now, there is top here. Can you guys hear me?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So this, you can see my arrow, right? This is the top, right? Let me move this. This is the top, this is the right, this is the bottom, and this is the left side. And I want to put a space on top, on the right, on the left, and on the, bottom and on the left. So what do I do? When you're writing codes like this that have, like, we have 4 things that we want to style right now. That means we're going to write 4 numbers. We're going to give it 4 numbers for the 4 different spaces. So let me just put this. I'm going to do 120 for the top, 120 px, 50 px, or let me say 100 px for the side, 120 px for the bottom, and 100 px for the left. All right, so now when you see a write-up like this, because even we're going to do something called padding, and it always has 4 values like this, all right? So now the first one, it's always going clockwise. When I say clockwise, I'm so sorry. When I say clockwise, it means top, right, bottom, left. Do you understand? This is the top, this is the right, this is the bottom, and this is the left. Do you understand?
Yes.
Are you sure you understand?
Yes.
So the space here is how many px?
120.
The space here is how many px?
100.
The space here is how many px?
120.
The space here is how many px?
100.
Very good. So you see why it is like this. But now there is a shorter form of writing it, especially if okay, in this instance now, the top and the bottom, they have the same size. The 2 sides have the same size. So in this instance, there's a shorter form of writing it. All you need to do, you just need to write it twice. And then what the browser would do is that the browser would take this first one for the top and the bottom, and this second one for the sides. Now, you only do this when the top and the bottom have the same size and this place have the same size. If you want to give, let's assume you want to give the right 20 px and you want to give the left 30 px, you can't use this method, because if you use this method, the browser is just going to give everything 20 px. Do you understand what I'm saying? Let me demonstrate what I mean. For instance, I want to give, let me make this the top, let me make it 100 px, all right? 100 px, and then I'm going to make this side 50 px, all right? So it's going to look like this. It's going to look, they all have the same space. Now, assuming I want to give this side 100 px, I cannot write it like this, then I have to write it fully. I have to say, okay, the top is 100 px, this right side is 50 px, then the bottom, sorry, I think it's my laptop. Okay. So the bottom should be, let's say, let me make the top 150 px. All right. Let me make, okay, this side is 50 px, the bottom, let me make the bottom 100 px, and then I'll make the other side 100 px. So you see how it looks like.
Excuse
Yes,
me,
love.
what if you want to put the myself close to the body?
You want to what?
Put the myself, that header.
If you want to put the myself, I'll show you. I'll show you. Okay. So now you can see. Hello. So you can see how it looks like, right? I can't use this method if I want to give them different sizes, but most times you're always going to be giving them different sizes. So it's okay to use this one. So you can use 120. All right. So if you want to put the myself, okay. Let me make it 100. It's too, so that you guys can see it well. Let me take it up. All right, fine. So if you want to bring myself, it's very simple. You just select your H1, right? Because myself is H1. And then you give it a margin, the same margin as what you gave the paragraph, so that they'll be in the same place together. Okay. So I'm just going to copy that. Oh, okay. So now there's a problem. Now, because I put a 120px here on the bottom, are you seeing it? Because I put a 120px here on the bottom, it's now creating a space there. So this is the period where you now have to, the margin bottom will have to be 0. Let me explain. So it will become 100 on the top. Yes, it's going to become 120 at the side, 120 at the right side. Okay, then we're going to give 100 at the bottom too. Oh, sorry, we're going to give 0px at the bottom because we want the bottom to be 0. We want it to be on the same place with this one, so you shouldn't have any space. And then you're going to give the other side 120 as well. Okay, let's see if that works. Okay, so now the reason why it's not working is because here there is a space here as well. So we have to remove the margin from under here, and you remove the margin from on top of here. So this, let me write it in full now. Are we understanding? Or should I explain again?
Yes.
You're understanding, right?
Yes.
All right, so we have to remove the margin that is on top of this paragraph here. So the one for the top is 100. So we're going to make that 0 so that there is no margin there. And we're going to remove the margin on the bottom here. That's why here is 0. So you see, they are together now. Do you see that now?
Yes.
So it might be looking too close to each other. You can just decide to either put a margin at the top here, or at the bottom here, or at the top, depends on you. If I put a 10px here, so that there will be a small space. You see, there's a small space now. You can also decide to put it, let me see. You can decide to put it here. If I put 10, okay, let me leave it at 0. So it will come back. So now if I put 10 here, it doesn't matter. You can put space in anyone. There will still be a little space there. Do you understand? Now, sometimes maybe you want to move your entire code. Maybe you want to move it to the middle. Let me show you what that means. Let me remove this. So now you want to remove the entire code, right? It's like this. You want to move it. Because the entire code is inside this, your body, everything is inside your body here. You can see starting from here down to this place here. All right. What you can do is to select your body. All right. and say, okay, I want my body to have a margin of, let's say 100 px on top, 150 px on top, and then 30 px, 50 px at the side. So we're using the shorter version because they are all going to have the same size. And then I close, I can close this. Okay. So you see, it has moved to the, let me reduce this to 100. So it will go up more so that you guys can see it. So you see, the whole of your website is now in the middle. You can see a space here, you can see a space here. Do you understand? Do you understand?
Yes. Yes.
Are we sure? Any
Yeah.
questions?
No.
All right.
No.
Well, do you understand?
Yes,
All
ma'am.
right. All right. Sorry, give me a moment. Okay, so that is all about margin. It's just to put a space. You can put a space around any element that you want. All right. Why is this myself having? Okay, myself has.
Excuse me, ma, where will class end?
Who is asking?
It's already.
Already,
Mama,
already. We just
start at
started now.
I'm asking because we didn't start at the right time.
The class is 2 hours, so that means we'll end like 6 o'clock. But if you guys understand it fast, we may end later than 6 o'clock. All right. This was my phone. What's the time? To 5, right? So we're on to 5 now. So we still have 1 hour 20 minutes. But don't worry, we'll go on a break. So now let's talk about padding. Oh, I've removed the border around this. Okay, let me put a border around the P element. P border. I gave you 1 px green, 1 px solid green, right?
Yes.
Okay. All right, so let me see. Why is it not working? What am I doing wrong? What am I doing wrong? Okay. This is supposed to be a semicolon. Yes. Now, when we talk about, we have talked about margin. When we talk about padding, padding is actually the space that is inside a border. All right. It could be a border, it could be a div, right? I'm going to teach you guys what a div. Let me see if I can teach you guys what a div is today. Sorry. So let me see. I think I should teach you guys what a div is first, so that you understand what exactly a div is used for. So a div is a section in a document that is styled with CSS. Okay, let me show you. Now, let's remove this my div. Can you guys see my screen?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Let me cut it. So now we have two, okay, we have a paragraph here and we have a heading. So there's a H2 here, there's already a H1 here, this div element, this is a H1. Now this is H2, and now this is a paragraph. You also have some paragraphs. Let me find some more paragraphs to add to it. Let me find more paragraphs to add to it so that you understand what I'm saying. I think the best place to find paragraph is in columns. I'm coming. So that I will show you why exactly we use divs. Okay. No, that's not what I'm looking for. Okay, yes. There's a lot of paragraph here. Oh, there's no paragraph. Why is there no paragraph? I'm looking for write up. I don't want to have to write. Okay, let me just write them. Let me just write. So I'm just going to repeat this several times. So it will be plenty. Okay, this is 1, 2, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. All right, fine. So now I'm going to divide them into divs. All right. I'm going to put a div here. I'm going to put a div here at the top here. Then let me expand on my screen so you guys can see what I'm doing. Right. So this is the code. I'm going to put a div here. I'm going to close the div under here. So see a div like a container for your code. Now this div right here, let me put some spacing around it. Now this div right here is housing this P element here, this place here. All right. So it is like a oh my God, what did I do? Okay, I'm going to do it again. So this is the closing div and this is the opening div. So it's the opening div. All right. Now, so now this div here is the container. It's like you put all this one inside a container. That container is called a div. So this is it inside this container. All right. Now I'm also going to put all these ones. Oh, okay. Now I know what I did there. So let me copy it and do it 2 times. I'm going to create, like, let's say 3. So this is the first one. I'm going to copy it. I'm going to create another one. So this is a second container. I'm going to create a third one. This is a third container. So this is how it should look like, right? Do we understand? This is another div here too. So this is a fourth container. All right. So now if I run it, you can see that nothing happens, right? It's just writing the way it has been writing, right? Very good. So maybe I should give it a break so that you will see them very well. BR. All right, so let me see if you will see it here. All right, now, so you can see the break, right?
Yes.
Let me put in the first one. Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Now, so now this is a div, this is one div that is containing this element. This is another div containing this element. This is another div containing this element. So what we use div to do is to style a page, all right, is to add something we call class to an element. Now let me explain. For instance, now this div here, we're going to give it a class because that class is what we are going to use to style it. So now we're going to say class is equal to, let me give it first, sorry. Let me give it the class of first div because this is the first div, right? Now, when you're writing things in when you're giving a class, and maybe you want to give a long class, and the class is a very long name, you can see you don't put a space there. You can say I did not do first div and I left a space. If you do it like this, what you are telling the browser, this is like two different classes. This is one class and this is another class. Okay, so to make sure that the browser understand that, oh, it is one class, it is not two class, you are going to do it like this. Do we understand? Let me expand.
Yes.
You understand? All right. So we're going to give it first class div. We're going to give this one another. We're going to give it a class of second div. Second div. Okay. We're going to give this a class of third div. There are about 4 divs here. We're going to give it fourth divs. You can see how I'm writing it. I write after you put the div, you give a space. Your class is div. Make sure that the class name is in this quotation mark, is inside that quotation mark. Have I written to? Oh, this is third div. Third div. Third div, and this is going to be the fourth div. This is going to be the fourth div. Sorry, give me a moment. Ami. Sorry. Please give me a moment. Hold on. Okay, Auntie is back now. Fourth div, right? Now let me run this code so that you see how it looks like. Sorry. All right. So now if I run it, see, nothing happens. Okay, nothing changes. All right. So what you have just done, what we just did is that we gave each div a class. We gave it a class name that we can now use to style it. All right. Now let me take the first one. This is where it will now start reflecting. This is the style. So this section of the page, I do it like this. Let me copy. All right. Now you know how we used to select a class. Other elements, when you are selecting them, you don't use the full stop. But when you want to select something that is a class, just like this one that we have given as a class, when we want to select that, you use the full stop, okay? So now this is the first div. Now I said I want the first div to have a border of, I want it to have a border of 5px, right? I also want it to have a background color of light blue. We'll talk about background color, but you will see it. I also want the text aligned to be center. Now, Oreoluwa and Inyoluwa should know what text align center means, okay? But let's just do it one by one to be on the safe side, okay? Now, I first said, okay, I want it to have a 5px outset red. So outset is a type of border. You know, we have solid, we have dashed, we have dotted, we have different types. This one is one outset. So now that I've given the this first div, you can see what is in the first div is just the H2 and the P1. That means this is what is in the first div. Do you understand? Hello?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
So this is what is in the first div. Now, if I run it, you see, now it has given me a border, right? Right? It has given me a border. Now, the rest of them
Yes.
don't have a border. Good. So now let's, what's the second thing that I said? Okay, let's give this a background color of light blue. Okay, let me cut this. Give it a background color of light blue. Now, this is the background color. The background color is the color behind what the text is. You can see it at the background. Like seeing it like this, do you understand what a background color is now?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, so it is like coloring it. Now I've given it a background color. Now I want the right up to be in the middle. Let us move the right up to the middle. This background color can be any color that you choose. Now I'll not say text align center. When I say text align center, this is how it is. Is now the right up is now in the center. You can say you want it to be text align right. Maybe you want it to the right up to be on the right. You see? It will go to the right, or you can put it in the left. Do you see it?
Yes.
But for this one, we are going to leave it in the center. All right. So do you see how we have designed only this place of the page and others are still the same way they are? Do you see it? That is exactly why we use div and classes. Maybe you have one particular block of text that you want to style, or maybe you have a section of your page that you want to style, because this is a full page right now that people can be scrolling. But maybe you want to give each section its own page. For instance, now let me do the next one. Let me design it differently. All right, so we're going to do it together. So we're going to select the second class and design it. Now you already know that you can see the break here, so you know that this place here is what is in the what's it called, is what is in this place, right? What did you say?
Yes.
All right. I cannot find trouble. All right, so now let us select it. Remember how we said, I said we select it. You start with a full stop, because it's not an element, it's a class. All right, so let me make this bigger. So you start with a full stop, then you write the name of the class. So we name this second div. All right, fine. So now I'll say, okay, so let's give it a border. Should we give it a border? Yes, let's give it a different style of border. So how many px should we make the border? What size? Should it be thick like this one? Okay, 3. Let's use 3px. Because we've been using solid outset, let's give it a different border. Let's say dashed. Let's say a dashed. So the line will now be like dash, 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 dash. What color should we give it now?
Purple. Red.
Purple. No, we already have red now. So let's go purple. Because this is red here. This one here is red. So let's go purple. Okay, purple. All right, so I'm going to put my semicolon and then I'm going to close this. Always make sure you can see all the styling that I gave. Let me come here. You see all the styling that I gave this one here. You can see I put all of them inside the bracket. I open the bracket and then I close the brackets. Make sure they are inside the brackets. Okay, do you understand? Make sure everything is inside the brackets. All right, you see now I'm putting this border in a bracket, because if you don't put it in a bracket, it won't work. All right, so now put it in a bracket. Now let us run the code and let us see what it gives us. You see, now it is now like this, right?
Yes.
Very good. Very good. So let's give it a background color. Like I said, make sure it's inside your bracket. So I'm going to, let me delete this bracket. Let me write the other ones, and I'll close the bracket again. So let's give it a background color. What background color should we give it?
Green.
Blue.
Okay, we'll give the next one blue. Because green came first, let us do green. Then the next one will be blue. So we are going to give it green. All right, and then you close it. Oh, I forgot my colon, semicolon. Like, so it's important that you put this small semicolon you're seeing here. Now let me run it. See, now it is green. Do you understand? So sometimes you might have, like when we're in class and when we're doing if you check your the project that you did, you know, we had one place that we called it a header. We had another place that we're giving different classes up and down. So maybe we'll talk about website layout later, because they always have the header, they always have the content, they always have the footer. So we'll talk about all those ones later, then you understand it more. But for now, just understand that this is what we use divs for. You know that a website is divided into different sections. If you go to certain websites, most websites are divided into sections. For instance, let me use HTML. You know, this is a section here. You can see the background color here. See, this is another section. It's a background color. The reason why this is like this is because they removed the border. Let us go back to our own. If you remove the border, you will see how it will look like. So let's remove the border here. Okay, if I remove the border here, you see, it just looks like that. All right. This is how it looks like. This one, there's still a border here. Let's make this 5px. All right. 5px. So let me put this back. I think it was 5px. Sorry. So after this, we'll take a break and then we'll come back and go to padding.
Should we come back?
No, I'm not done. I'll tell you when to go and come back.
Okay.
So let's put the border back. Border 5px outset red. Okay, so let's do it. All right, we're back. Okay, good. So we're going to leave the text like this, or we can decide to align it. Depend on you. If you want to move the text front or back, you know how to do that one. So let's look at the third one. There are about four divs. This is the third one. So let's start the third one. Let's start the third one. So we're going to write third div, write your full stop, and then you write your third div. Okay, this is the last one we're going to do. And then we can give that one border. Let's give it another 5px. Let's use dotted lines. So what color should we use this time? We're going to use blue for the background. Oh, but we already have blue background here. Okay, so should we make the border blue instead, and then we'll look for another color for the background? Class. Hello? Can you guys hear me? Did they go
Yes,
for
we
break?
can hear you. No, there's something wrong with my screen.
There's something wrong with your what?
My screen.
What is it showing?
When you're sharing your screen, it's very small. It has gone to the top of my Zoom.
Okay, who's talking? Because I can't even see from here.
Me.
Ini, is that you?
Yes.
So because I don't let me stop sharing. Maybe share your screen. because I don't. Maybe share your screen. Let me see.
I share my screen. I don't think you were able to see what I'm trying to see.
Okay, so will you log out and come in again? Maybe your screen will return to normal then.
Okay.
So please hurry up while I am doing what I'm doing. All right. So while we wait for Ini to come back, let me go. So I was saying we should give this border what color? What color should we give this border? Ola and Ini.
Excuse me, I cannot see your screen.
You can't see, oh sorry. Let me share.
Excuse me, I can't see your screen.
Yeah, let me go and share it again. What about now?
Okay, now I can see.
Okay.
I can
So
see.
I was saying that this, sorry. Now we're doing the third div here. I said, what color should we give the border?
Pink.
You should give it pink. You must like pink a lot, though.
No, ma'am. Pink, yellow.
Okay, we'll do it like this. We'll give the border pink and then we'll give the background yellow. Let's give the border pink. Okay. Let's give the border pink. Let's see how that looks like. Oh, that did not work. Why? Okay, we made a mistake. There's not supposed to be a space here. All right. So now this pink is not showing very well. Though. Let's make this yellow, then we'll give the background pink because it's not showing very well. Aha, this yellow is showing. We'll now give it a background color of pink, yes.
What
did you say? We'll give it the background color of pink. Let's see. Aha. Then we'll now put it text align center. Let me make it to the center. Then we'll put the next one, text align. Okay, let me do it like this one is text align right. Copy. Let me make this one text align right. Let's make this text. Oh, sorry. We'll make this one text align center, and then we'll make the next one text align left. Oh, sorry. So now you see how it looks like. So this one is on the right, so you can see. So imagine you're scrolling through your page. Let me make this bigger. Let me make it bigger. Okay. So you see, you can see that it's looking different. So we use divs to add different styles like this. Okay. Okay. So can you guys see it? Do you see how we just makes the page different?
Yes.
Okay. So now let's take a 5 minutes break, or let's take a 10 minutes break. This is 5:7. If it's 5:7, let's come back at 5:17. Come back at 5:17. So we'll do padding and then we can go. I'll show you what padding is.
So can we go now?
Yes, go for your break now.
Okay.
Reach.
That kind of sense.
Don't worry. Are you guys back? No. Hello, are you guys there? Maybe your fault. Are you guys there? That's past 9:17. No.
I'm here.
All
Ma'am,
right. Where are
yeah.
your leaders? All right. Thank you. All right. So now let's talk about padding. All right. We're going to talk about
Ma'am,
padding.
yeah.
Yeah. Welcome. Thank you. So now, because if you check, let me move this so that I'll be able to find it easily. Let me close this. Okay, so let me move this here, so I won't be looking for it later. All right. So now if you check most sites, like if you see this one now this is a div here, right? The only difference is that there is no border. Okay, let me remove the border here so that you will see. Let me remove it on the second one. Oh, sorry. All right. Okay, so you can see that I have removed the border, right?
Yes. Yes.
So now one small problem. Now, when you put a border around something, it automatically gives a space between, there's a space here. This border will leave a space here. If you check this one too, there is a space here by default. Do you understand? When you remove the border, it will not look like this. Now let's assume you want to create something like this, right? Where you don't want the border to be there. How do you now put a space here? That's what we use margin for. Sorry, that's what we use padding for. All right. So hold on, let me charge my laptop because there is light. Okay, so let me charge it.
Why are you there? Why are you there? Excuse me, my screen is
What did you
lagging.
say? No, I was doing something. So now this is what we use a padding for. Let me now show you. Now this is the second div, right? You see it has the color of green. So now how do I now put, when we talked about margin, so margin is the space around, right? If I remove this place here, if I remove this border here, to just be like a normal paragraph. So margin is the space around that is outside a border or outside a div. For instance, I can even you can even put margin in a div. Maybe you want to, let me remove these line breaks now so that you see. You can do, let me run it. Okay, so you see how small it is. Maybe now I want to give it a margin bottom. Oh, I didn't even teach you about. Okay, I told you about margin top, margin right, margin left, margin side, right? So now let's assume I want to put a space under this first div and the second div. Let me put a space there, right? I can come to the first div and I'll say margin bottom, because I only want to put a margin in the bottom. I'll say margin bottom. Let me give it 5px. Okay, look at it. Did I make a mistake? Let me make it 10px. Maybe 5 is not noticeable enough. All right, so now there is a problem. Let me see. Okay, so why is now doing margin bottom? You see what a margin does? This margin, because I said 50px. Now, when I put 50px like this, I'm automatically telling the border that I want to put a 50px around everything like this, top, bottom, everything. If you put 2, that means you are putting for the first one will be top and bottom, the second one will be the 2 sides. So I want to put it on only the bottom here. So let me say margin bottom. Okay. Let me see 10. Okay, so let me give it a margin bottom of 20. All right, that is 10. If I do 20 now, the margin here will increase because this is the bottom. The margin will increase. You see that? Or let me put it 10. Let me give this one a margin bottom of 10. So this one, the first div has a margin bottom of 10. So maybe I want to add more space. You can also say, you can do it like that, or you can give the second div a margin bottom, a margin top. All right.
Okay.
You can do a margin top of, let's say, 30px. You see, it will still give space. So you can choose any one that you want. You can choose the top anyhow you want to. That's up to you. All right. So now this is a margin. So the margin is the space outside it. Let me give this side a margin of 20px. Maybe 20px is not enough. Oh, okay. I have to remove margin bottom now, because I don't want to put a space on top. So I have to do the full one. I'm going to start. The first one will be 0. The second one will be, I want to give it a margin of, let's say, 50px. And the bottom will be, I want the bottom to be 10px. Then I want this side to be 50px too. All right. So you can see there is a margin here, there's a margin below, there's a margin at the side. Okay, fine. So now, when it comes to padding, margin is outside the box, padding is inside the box. If I want to give this a padding, let me come here. If I say padding, right, and I say let the padding be, let it be 20px. Let me see what happens when you do it like that. See, now there is a space inside between it. There is a space, 20px here. This one already has a space at the sides. All right, you can make this 20 and 0 because that place already has a padding at the side. Or you can leave it, it doesn't matter, it won't affect any change. I mean, because the text is not long. If the text was very, very long, or maybe it was at this side, if it was at this side, if I put a padding right, this is the right hand side, right? If I put a padding right, of 10px. Okay. You see, it has shifted. Let me make it 50 so it will be more obvious. Are you guys following?
Yes.
You see, it will be more obvious because it's at the
Yes.
side. But because this one is in the middle, it doesn't really matter. It won't affect it. If it was a very long text and they were meeting at the side, that's different. All right. So this is what a padding would do for you. Do you understand? If I reduce the padding to 10, right? You see, it will become smaller. If I increase the padding to 50, see, it's bigger. Do we understand?
Yes.
So margin is for the space that is outside around a div or an element. Padding is for the one inside a div or an element. Let me give you another example. This is your assignment that we did, right? Now, I want to put a padding inside because this is too close to the border. You can already see it is too close to the border. All right. So I'm going to say this is for the P element, right?
Yes.
I'm going to say padding. Let's give it a padding of 20px. You see it? Now there is a space inside. Do you see it?
Yes.
If I give it a background color, let me
Yes.
give it a background
Yes, ma'am.
color. Background color of what color should I give it? Let me give it color gold. Let's see what that will look like. See? Now it has a background color. Do you understand? You can also decide to remove the border or leave it. So now you can style it however you want. That is up to you. All right, you see? So now it looks like this. You can also put your padding around this, your link here. Once you have given it a border, you can put a padding here and say, okay, I want this padding to be, I want the side to be 10px and I want on top to be 5px. So, oh, sorry. I clicked on it. So I want this padding here. It will not look like a button. All right. So I want this to be, the top should be 5px and the bottom should be, the side should be 10px. All right. And I run it now. You see, now it has a space. It has a bigger space. You can also say, oh, give it a background color of, let me give it a background color of purple. I just want to copy here. Copy. Let me give it a background color of purple. Oh, sorry. Always make sure everything is inside a paragraph. Background of purple. All right. So if I do it like this, you see how it looks like a button. Let me make the color of the text white. You can also change the color of the text inside. Just say color. Let's make it white. Did I make a mistake? Why is it not changing? Um supposed to change to white. I don't know why it's not changing. I don't think there's anything like text color. So maybe when you do it in your VS Code, we did it in your, what's it called, in your project. If you check all your buttons, they have different colors. Let me make this visited white a bit. Instead, I can come and change it here, that when you visit it should be white. Yeah. So do you see how it looks like a button?
Yes.
All right, let me change this to, what
Yeah.
color can I give it? That would be nice than now. Let me give it. Can you give me a color? Huh?
Silver.
Huh?
Silver.
Spell it.
S-I.
Oh, silver. I don't think I don't know if they have a color of silver. Let's see if they have a color of silver. Okay, maybe they have a color of silver. This is the color of silver. Yeah, so it works fine. All right. So just look at how beautiful this is now. All right. So do we understand?
Yes.
Do we have any questions?
No, ma. No, ma. No, ma.
So what you are going to do for me is this. What I just did here, I want to make this smaller. So I'm going to put more, okay, I'm going to put more margin on the sides so that it can be smaller. Let me say the margin is 50. I'm going to make this 100 so that it won't extend for too long. Okay, exactly. Sorry. So now, because I put a margin at the side here and at the side here, it's now looking small. Let me put more margin because this is still looking very big. Let me make it 200. So you just be checking how much margin you need. You say, aha. So now because I put a bigger margin at the side, it's now like this. So your assignment is this. This is what you are going to do. You are seeing me do it in class. So you are going to do it. So if you have to take a screenshot, take a screenshot now. Well, or let me first give you an assignment, a classwork to do. Then this will be your assignment. So for your classwork, let me copy out this thing for you guys so that you can style it. So you're going to open a new file and call it my classwork. Olaoluwa, you said you don't know how to open a file, right?
Yes, ma.
Okay, never mind. You know what you guys are going to do for me? You know that folder you were using in when we're doing the morning class, when we're playing. Now, for this class, you are going to open a different folder. What you first do is you close your VS Code. In short, let us do it now before you do your classwork. What you do for me is that you, three of you, close your VS Code. Now, go and open another folder and then open that folder in your VS Code. Do you understand? Open on that folder, then just open on that folder, then we'll open files there. When you have done that, let me know. That's the first assignment, the first classwork I'm giving you. I want you to open a new folder in your VS Code. I don't want to see all those files that we used in class before. I want to see only this new one. So open it and let me see. When you have done it, let me know.
Ma, do you mean file or a folder?
No, a folder. I want you to open a folder because when we are going to open our different pages, it's going to be in this new folder. So please open a new folder and then open it to your VS Code.
Ma, is it for everybody?
Yes, for everybody. I want you to do it now. For everybody.
Excuse me, ma, I don't know how to do that.
Okay. So you will share your screen. All right, share your screen. Olaoluwa, the rest of them, I'm going to wait for them. They'll do it by themselves. But Ola, share your screen. Let me show you. All right, go to your VS Code. Okay. Let me. Let me take over your screen. Oh God. Okay. So first thing, I want to close this. Let me close this file. What I'll do is come here. Okay. So sorry, let me click on file. Your computer is lagging. Then will scroll down to close. Okay, there's no close folder. Okay, so very simple. We're just going to close this from here. We're going to close this one. And we're going to close this one. Okay? So the first thing you want to do is you want to open a folder. Can we do new folder?
No, we need to close all our files before we can open a new folder.
No, your own. Just close it. Wait, hold on. Let me see something first. Just hold on. Let me see. Let me see your brother if I can open a file from here. Open folder. Okay, all they have is new file. Okay, so for let me close this. Ola, stop sharing. So in your Oreoluwa can share. In your look at what I want to do for Ore so that you know how you do your own. Ola, I'll come back to you. So Oreoluwa, share your own. Let me show you. Okay. You like wrestling? Okay. So this is your VS Code, right? Let's open your VS Code. Okay, you've closed this before. All right, let me see your VS Code. It's coming up. Olalua, why are you drawing on my screen? All right. This one was for the old class. So what you want to do, first of all, you want to go to your file and then close this folder. Click on file. Inelu, are you seeing it? You click on file.
Yes.
Then we'll go to close. It's supposed to be close folder somewhere here. I can't find it. I don't know why.
But what about add a folder to workspace?
No, that one is a different thing entirely. I don't even want to see all this because if you do it, you'll still be seeing all these old files. And I don't want to. So I think the name of the file is Oreoluwa. Okay, fine. Oreoluwa. All right. Okay. So what we can do, is that we can create a new folder. This one would ask you to open a folder. It's not going to say, it's not going to create one for you. It's going to want to create a folder inside this folder. Do you see it? And I don't want that. That's not what I want. So I want to close this folder itself. I don't know why you people, my own would, please let me check it on my own. Hold on. Okay, my VS Code is not opening. Because my own, every time I click, if I click on file, I will see close folder. I don't know why I'm not seeing it here. I really don't know why I'm not seeing it here. There's supposed to be a place for close folder. It's not here. Add folder to workspace might just go and open another folder for you. Okay, let me see if I open another folder, what happens? Because I don't want to see all these old ones again. Let me see, this is your folder. Okay, so I don't even understand what's going on. Okay, so what we're going to do is this. First of all, you're going to close all these small places here. Close all this. Close it. Close it. Close it. Save, yes. So Orelua, can you close everything down to the end? Then we'll take it from there.
Ma, should I do the same?
Yes, do the same. Close everything.
Excuse me, ma, I can't see the files. This sharing thing is
What did you
block.
say?
I cannot see the files.
Which files?
It's blocking me. The files that can be.
Ma, it's showing me, do you want to save all the changes that to this class?
Yes, save all the changes.
Okay.
Alright, you said you cannot see the files, Abby.
Yes.
Hold on. Should be able to close it now. Like your VS Code, I don't even understand why it is writing. Mine would show me close folder. I'm very surprised that it's not showing. Okay, see, this one is showing. Close it. So, alright, you have to hover around it like this, then you see it and close. See, so do that. Yeah.
Ma, is it everything?
Close everything. That's what I said.
I'm done closing everything.
All right, so just hold on. We'll try to figure. This is too much to be confusing me when I want to. All right, you've not finished closing, no. Let me close it for me. Okay. So what you want to do now, you go to your library. All right. So where do you save the Orelua folder? Let me see where this is. Okay, it's in your download. All right. So we're going to open a new folder here. Initially, you can see what I'm doing. You just look for new folder. If you don't understand, then I'll help you do it. We're going to name this Oroluwa 2. Oroluwa 2, okay? So now I'm going to go back to your VS Code. I think I'm going to add folder to workspace.
Ma, what should I name the folder?
You can name it anything you want to. Just make sure it's something that you can find and you can remember.
Okay.
So you can name it anything you want to. This is supposed okay, let's close work. Oh. Let me add a folder to the workspace. So I'm going to put Oroluwa 2. The homework that I gave you guys, what did you use to save it? All right. Maybe open this one. All right. Maybe open it later. I don't know why it's not opening. But now this is the new folder here, right? So what you're going to do is to open a new file. And then you are going to do your margin and border assignment. Well, sorry, hold on. Well,
Ma, please can you help me with mine after you're done with her?
just what did you say?
Please can you help me with mine after you're
Yes,
done with
I will
her?
help you. HTML. Okay. So this is where you are going to do your assignment for today, all right? Okay. Who am I helping? Orelua. Orelua, so this is where you're going to do your assignment. So I'll help Ola, then I'll help Inyolua. All right, you can stop sharing. Let me help Ola, then Inyolua.
Excuse me, please, can you put your code in the group chat?
Can I do what?
For the assignments.
This is, hold on. I would show you the code. You guys would take a screenshot or write it down or whatever you can. This is their, I'll share my screen later and show you. It's the same thing you did before. You write a paragraph about yourself, but you just do add margins and paddings to everything and background color. But Olaluwa, share your screen. Let me help you do it. I think Olaluwa, share your screen. Your VS Code. Oh, we closed your VS Code. Go and open your VS Code again. Oluwa, help him open his VS Code. Stop sharing your screen. When Ore has opened your VS Code, I'll come back to you. Let me help in Yolua. So stop sharing. Oluwa, please help him open his VS Code and I'll come back. So in Yolua, share your screen. Let me do yours. Okay, you've opened it, Abby. All right. Just hold on. Let me. Easier. Sure. Who do not need to watch cartoon? Okay. Sure, who do not need to watch cartoon? So go to your VS Code. Who do not need to watch cartoon? Who?
Set this thing up.
Walking, I'm walking.
Up and down, up and down, up and down.
Who do not need to watch the
Whatever. What's your
So we're just going to add a folder to workspace.
Excuse me, I've helped him to open his VS.
Okay, so I'm almost done with your brother, then I'll come back. Okay. I don't understand what's going on. Going to do it again. Hold on. Okay. Let me see if your own has post folder. Okay, so I don't want anything that will affect your okay, you know what? I just continue like this, okay? Just continue like this. All right, you can continue like this. I already made a space for you. So you can use the new one or you can continue like this. I don't need to open a new one for Ola because Ola can just continue using the folder that he was using. Okay, do you understand? Do you understand what I just said?
Yes, sir.
So let's keep leaving that because I don't know what is happening. So let's just keep using it. I would use it like this.
Marsh, can I choose between the Inyolu and the untitled workspace? Anybody at the door?
Oh, sorry, I didn't know I was mute. I was talking. I was saying that Ini, maybe you should continue using the one that you were using before, the link, the folder you were using. Because if you're having two folders, it might confuse you. You guys understand? So, Oreoluwa, you can
Yes.
also delete the new folder or remove the new folder I created.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh my, I
You
don't know.
understand? In your I will show it to you. When we come
Mama,
back
how
on
did you
Monday,
reduce this Explorer site?
I didn't reduce it though.
It's looking so much.
I did not reduce it though. I didn't even touch it. If you start your computer again, it will go back to normal. Don't worry.
Okay.
All right, you can stop sharing. Let me show you guys your assignment. Stop sharing now. Let me show you guys your assignment. So if you finish sharing your assignment, you can go. So this is your assignment. You are going to put, let me try and type.
Please, can you put your code in the chat?
What did you say?
Excuse me, please, can you put your code in the chat?
It's the code that you wrote as your assignment yesterday now. Can you hear me? It's the same code. Look at now. My name is Olaoluwa. It's very simple. Just write about yourself. Then put a link to maybe YouTube or whatever. It's exactly the same code that you give me. The only difference is that to shift, you are going to give the body a margin. You're going to the middle. You're going to give the body number one. Give the body a margin of 100 px on top and the bottom, and 150 px at the side. 150 px at the side. All right. They are going to give the paragraph. Can you hear me? You're going to give the paragraph. Can you guys hear me? You
Yes,
go
ma'am.
downstairs. Give the paragraph a border and a background picture. Give it a background color. All right. Also give your links, your links, a border and a padding. So let me send that to the chat. So this
I cannot find my previous slides again.
All right, you know what? Share your screen. Let me stop sharing. Share your screen. So I'm coming. What's the name of your previous files? Let me open.
No, I cannot even see them again.
So hold on. It's not that one. Hold on, please. Oh, yes, that one. Wait, that's what the hashtag. I'm coming. Okay, so let me see. Let me go there. So where did you open them before? I think they were in your download. Ah. Okay, Ini, can you go to your browser? Let me see something. Like go to a page in your, okay, this is in your Lua user download, user. Okay. So that's where you know where your files are. So you have to come here. Your files are in, hold on. The files are in user. Let me see. Okay, I think this is where your files are. I don't think this is where they are. No, this is another one. So let's keep going. That's to find where the user is now. There's not on the desktop. You will go downstairs. You will go downstairs. Let me see. Oh God, where are these files?
I think I know where they were. Oh.
I think they are inside here.
Mm,
Have you found them?
I think I know where they are.
Okay, so should I stop?
I want to show you first. But I think this
Okay.
one.
Okay, so then
Yeah,
you
this
can open them in your browser, in your VS Code.
let me
So you can
try.
open them in your VS Code, yeah. Just go to downloads and in your Lua. Ama, oh, Jesus. Have you figured it out?
Yes, I think so. Yes.
All right, no problem. We can always discuss it
No,
next
I want to
class.
copy the assignment.
You can stop sharing. I've already put the assignment in the chat box. Let me just show you how it looks like. You can stop sharing.
That is lovely.
Okay, so if the assignment is in the chat box, this is how it's supposed to look. So if you get it, you can leave the class.
Excuse me, ma, please, can I see your code so that I can screenshot it?
No, that's not the assignment. Then you have to do it yourself. I want to see you do it yourself. I want to see you do. The only code I will show you is this one. Maybe the code itself. I will not show you the styling. The only one I'll show you is this one. I will not show you the style. I want you to do the style yourself. So if you are done, let me know. Let's end the meeting.
It's true, I'm done.
What did you say?
I'm done now.
All right, you can go. Is everybody done?
No, I'm almost done.
Okay.
Ma, I'm done.
All right. So is everybody done? Can we leave now?
Yes.
All right.
Bye.
See you
Bye.
guys next week. Bye.